Hey, what's going on, nation? A lot of you guys have been asking me for some tips on how to bring out your lower chest. Now, genetics will play a role in the shape and development of your chest, but I believe you can always improve what you've got as long as you know how to target that area properly. But before we get started, make sure if you guys haven't turned on notifications yet, to make sure you get notified as soon as I turn on a video, that you click on the gear button underneath my channel banner, or you click on the notification bell if you're on your phone. So let's get started. So the first tip I have for you guys is to make sure that when you start your chest workout, that you start off with a really heavy compound lift that's going to target the lower portion of your chest. Now remember, we're still targeting the sternocostal head, which is the main area of the chest, but we're going to be doing an exercise that places a bit more emphasis on the lower portion of the sternocostal head. You can choose to do the decline barbell bench press, or you can do the dumbbell decline bench press. And the whole reason why you want to start off with a heavy compound movement is so that you can attack that area as hard as possible for the most amount of muscle breakdown and regrowth. Now the second tip I have for you guys is you want to make sure that when you're doing either one of these exercises that you're not letting the barbell or the dumbbells track too high over your shoulders, and you start bringing more of your shoulders into the movement. You can actually start to irritate that area, cause some shoulder impingement, or if you have a previous shoulder injury, you might actually have been staying away from these exercises because they actually hurt you, and it's just because you need to adjust your form. If you're gonna do the dumbbell decline bench press, which I actually prefer doing because you can get more range of motion and a tighter contraction at the top of the movement, all you have to do is just slightly tuck your elbows in, so your palms are gonna be going from facing completely away from your face to facing in a little bit. Slightly tuck those in, slightly tuck your elbows in, and bring the dumbbells all the way down as low as you can so they rest on the sides of your chest, and then get a full extension at the top of the movement. Now, for those of you who do the barbell version of this, same thing. Just make sure that you pick a point on the ceiling that you can stare at, so that when you start the exercise, you're holding the bar in a specific position where your shoulder blades are retracted and the barbell comes down just underneath the bottom of your chest. If throughout the movement the barbell starts coming more towards the top of your chest, you're bringing more of your shoulders into the movement. You don't want that to happen. So pick a point on the ceiling, bring the barbell down to the lower portion of your chest, and then press it up in that same exact range of motion so you're targeting your chest and not bringing your shoulders into the exercise. Tip number 3 is I want you guys to end your workout with a single joint movement that also targets your lower chest, places more emphasis on the lower portion of the sternocostal head. And that exercise is going to be a high to low cable fly. Most chest workouts are going to have 3 to 4 exercises in them, so start off with your heavy compound decline bench press, do your other 1 or 2 exercises, and then finish off your workout with the high to low cable fly to really finish off that area, to make sure that when you leave the gym, you've gotten as much muscle breakdown as possible for maximum growth. Now the fourth and final tip is to make sure that when you guys do the high to low cable fly, that you actually do it right. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you set up your cables properly. Just because the cables go all the way to the top doesn't mean you have to put them up there. What you want to do is get it to there just about as high as your head, so just like this. Next step, when you get into position, I see a lot of people in the gym just kind of get the handles and take 1 step forward, then they shove their chin into their chest and they start doing this. And if you notice what's happening, my shoulders are getting jacked up as I bring my arms up, and they come back down as I bring my arms down. So I'm not really placing as much emphasis as I possibly can on my chest because I'm jacking up my shoulders the entire time. So what you want to do is you want to grab the handles, but you want to take a few steps forward like this, retract your shoulder blades, stick your chest up. I even like to stagger my feet and put 1 foot forward like this. And when you get into this position, you should already feel the stretch in your chest, because this is the starting point of the movement. So you're right in that stretched chest position, and then you bring it in underneath your chest just like this. Slight bend in your elbows, squeeze that chest as hard as you can, get a nice hard muscle contraction, focus on that mind-muscle connection. Then as you come back, make sure your shoulder blades retract. What you don't want to have happen is you come in like this, and you come back all jacked up like that. This is what will happen if you don't retract your shoulder blades. So retract those shoulder blades all the way forward, all the way back, just like this. And if the weight's too heavy and you guys are doing this bullshit and you're thrusting your arms forward, guess what? you're not targeting your chest, you're just looking like an idiot. So don't do that either. I hope this video helps you guys bring out that lower portion of your chest, get some good gains in the gym, and if you missed my last video on 6 ways to force stubborn muscles to grow, make sure you check that out because it has some other alternative methods you can try if you're having a hard time with your chest or any other muscle on your body. Be sure to turn on those notifications if you're not getting them from my videos. Hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.